All 4 hobgoblins fail.
Okay.
Hobgoblin captain fails.
Okay.
A rollable table for this to make it quicker.
Just roll d8s.
So, we'll pick up with the rest later. Let's start with the captain.
Hold on. The goblin boss fails.
Okay. So 3 goblins and the big boy left.
1 goblin saves.
Oh, that's not going to help him.
No, he's going to die anyway.
It might save him.
Yeah.
And the ogre Howda,
Okay.
he can't pass. Unless he
Okay.
rolls a natural 20. He does not roll a natural 20. He fails.
Okay. So let's start with the goblin captain and work our way down our different hobgoblins.
Okay.
Oopsies.
So wait, which one's the goblin captain? This big boy down here?
Yes.
Okay. Ooh,
Oh!
he gets...
Roll twice.
Oh!
He dead.
20d6 lightning damage. Just roll it. I just want to
No,
see
he dead. He has 3 hit points left. He's
I just
dead.
want to see it. Engineer's gonna die.
Just totally vaporizes him. He's just a scorch mark on the ground.
Hobgoblin. What's that?
It's another D10 one. It's the
Poison.
same thing, but this time it's poison damage.
How much? 10d6 poison damage?
34.
Oh.
He dead. So, like, his flesh...
He did.
dead.
Acid and fire, that's a good combo.
69, nice.
Yeah, no, his flesh literally melts away from his body, and it's just a skeleton left, and it just collapses.
Oh, this one I think is banished.
6 is... They must make
He's
con
restrained.
saves. Yeah.
Alright, a con save for
He's slowly being turned
our
to stone.
At the end of each of his turns.
At the end of each of his turns, yeah.
hobgoblin.
3 passes means he's no longer stone. 3 failures, he's a statue. And he's gonna look really good. He's gonna look really good in the banquet hall.
That's 1 failure.
Arranis, that's gonna be up there with when you mocked the goblin to death.
Oh, another one. Let's see it.
Oh, he dead.
Fire and
Poison.
cold?
Dead.
Poison, yep.
He hates.
So many.
Just for the ogre.
Ogre.
Oh, God.
I love this spell.
Lightning, 10d.
So good.
Ogre dead.
So good for creep. It's so good for creep. Just kills all of them.
Hobgoblin boss.
Oh, we already got him.
Oh, we did?
Absurd amount of damage.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
this
then-
is for the goblin boss.
Yep.
Who
Lightning.
failed. He's dead.
And
Let's
then
do
just
the goblin. Let's do
just
the
all the
goblin
goblins.
that's saved.
okay, the goblin that's saved.
Gets hit with 2 rays!
Sorry.
7.
Okay, so he is on a
He's
combination
dead.
of being blinded and then banished. And
He-
then
he
also
dies
he's
with
dead.
10 something.
Yeah.
Alright, and the...
Oh my god.
This one has to make a Constitution saving throw. Blah 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 blah. Because he's gonna be paralyzed.
Oh, he's dead. He got hit with 10d6.
I thought the 7 was being banished.
No. That's for the next one. That's for the next guy. The one got the 7 and then a 2 because you don't re-roll multiple 8s.
Oh,
Yeah.
you don't reroll multiple 8s. Okay.
So the next one is a 7,
Oh, God.
and then the last one is one of them's alive
Mhm.
and getting turned to stone. The other one is it's smear on the floor.
So many 8s! Hey, you brought your DM luck to your roll for prismatic spray.
Nice.
Well, considering the luck I've had throughout the week, I've really been
Now,
saving it up.
Prismatic spray has to do well.
With that many rolls, right?
And the goblin is slowly being turned to stone.
Oh, and then I get to roll a d6. Yeah.
No.
But I don't
All
get
right.
the prismatic spray back.
So that was your turn, Arranis.
I hope that people in the distance saw the blinding light of prismatic spray.
Aera's making the shocked eagle face again. You're the one that's like,
Oh, that's right.
I'm
I'm happy he's on our side.
Throwing the body aside, swinging mace.
All of them, I hope. All of you, I hope.
Oh shit, that hits you.
Was that against me? Sorry.
That was against Aera.
Oh
With
no!
disadvantage? Does that hit with disadvantage?
Yeah.
Alright,
Alright.
whatever the damage is, I'm gonna reduce it.
Oh, okay. Guess you get to reduce it.
12.
13.
So he also takes 12 damage, though.
And he's dead.
Oh my god.
So Aera takes 1 damage as he just... And then you see the spirit of an orc
Actually,
just appear and swing its weapon like this big fuck off axe, and it blocks the front of the weapon, and as it's dissolving, it swings the axe down and cleaves this ogre's arm off, and it falls backwards.
actually, just to be petty, you don't take that damage. I'll stuff it in the ward. As long as
Yeah,
I'm in
that was
60
my,
feet of you, and I am okay.
That was my great uncle rib.
So Aera's just like,
Got your back, Tic Tac.
thanks.
So that's all the Howard does.
Sorry, Mike.
It's alright. Illianor.
So what the hell's left? A thing turned to stone, a thing about to be banished, and then this guy over here, right?
There's a goblin that's going to be turned to stone, and then there's 2 goblins that are just having a bad day.
Oh,
Goblin
okay.
and
Oh, there's 2 of
goblin
them down
boss.
there that are still alive. Okay, I will throw a 3rd level magic missile at them. So that's what, 3, 4, 5. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, use those lower level spell slots.
Why is that rolling an attack?
What?
No?
Oh
Because
no, you
Roll20 didn't
missed.
put it in correctly.
Okay, hold on a second. Oh yeah, it's highlighting it as an attack. 1 second. Okay, so for the little goblin, he takes the... Does that kill him?
Nope.
How about that?
That kills him.
Okay, and then the other 3 go at the other goblin. Down there.
$10 damage total.
Or wait, hold on. I start with 3, right?
Yep.
First level, 2nd level. Okay, yeah, 3rd level. Okay. And then I'll just move up. And end my turn.
I think there's a goblin that's being turned into... There's a hobgoblin being turned into stone. There's a regular goblin being turned into stone. And there's a goblin being blinded, correct?
Yeah.
On his way to being
Yeah.
banished.
No, he got... Yeah, he was blinded and he got nuked. He's dead.
Oh,
Oh,
oh
okay.
no, he's dead. Okay.
Yeah, so they're restrained, so they can't move and they have disadvantage on all their attacks.
Alright, so the one who's restrained, he's gonna make a constitution. And he fails. So he's just continuing to turn into stone. And he's freaking out about it. He's gonna try to shoot a bow shot at you, Arranis. Oh, shit!
2 natural 20s.
Oh, it's a good thing he has disadvantage.
Ah.
Arranis, what's your armor class?
Hi.
Don't lie.
I need.
16.
Yeah, 20 hits that.
I'd like
With disadvantage, you rolled a natural 20 and then a 16 plus 4, so that's 20.
I'd like to cutting words that by saying,
All your friends are dead.
If only you did. If only you got this stiff in the bedroom.
Oh.
Damn, that's cold.
Damn, that's not enough. Is it?
Oh, he still hits you.
Like a truck
7
from
damage. Clunk.
Okay, I'm not concentrating on any spells.
Haste.
And you have temporary.
Oh, I have haste. I have advantage on that save throw.
The only reason I remind you is because it's on me.
Yeah, and you also have temporary hit points.
Oh no!
Ooh.
No, you lost it.
Does that mean I'm...
You're stunned,
What happens
man.
when haste ends due to a concentration failure?
You're
Is it the same as if it ends normally?
Yeah.
Yep, you're
Fuck
stunned.
it, I'm
for a round.
stunned for a round.
Shit.
You were stunned twice this.
Wowzers.
All right,
Once
the
was
other-
my fault.
The other hobgoblin. The hobgoblin is going to try to make a Constitution saving throw. Fails.
How much damage do I take?
7.
7.
Yeah, you just took 7.
Okay, so I still have all my I still have all my temporary hit
Yeah,
points.
does that
Yeah.
count though?
But like, you made fun of him, and he's like, "Fuck you, punk!" And you're like, "Ow, ow, that really hurt! Ow!"
It's okay. I feel like Throkk will be fine taking on a single goblin by himself.
I
Even
was gonna say
stunned.
this hobgoblin that's still alive is gonna chuck a javelin at you.
Great.
I'd like.
I counterspell the javelin.
Fucking lizard.
I can.
Fucking lizard. Fuck.
I miss River.
All right. The javelin misses. Vernon.
Alright. Who's still alive?
Me.
There's a goblin.
There's these two
a
up here turning up
hobgoblin
the
who
stone.
is being turned to stone, and a goblin being turned to stone. Or I'm sorry, there's a goblin boss. That's and then the
Right over
other
there.
two which are
Where? Oh, yeah.
one
okay,
failed
cool.
one failed saving throw from being turned to stone.
These two guys are turning into stone?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Looks like it's a good opportunity to use your 3 Eldritch Blasts.
They're turned into stone. I don't want to leave them alone. I'm going to fly over here. Oh, fuck. Oh. I'm going to fly over here. I'm going to land in front of this goblin. And I'm going to go, tell your people to fall back before everyone dies.
All 2 of them.
No, the rest of your people. Find whoever you can. Tell them you're going to lose. I'm gonna try this.
Ah! Tell them you're just a minute.
Your voice cracks. Tell them you're going to lose.
You're going to die.
Tell them you're Tell them you're going to lose.
Just okay. Can I ask an actually serious question?
Sure.
Does he have advantage because we've already killed fucking everyone else?
He would, yes.
Okay, sure.
See that second nat one.
Oh.
There we go.
Yeah, the goblin is going to use his action to withdraw.
Well, he gets a bonus action to do that, actually.
Yes.
So if he can use the
So
action
he's
to
going
run the
to-
fuck away.
He is gonna fucking run.
You'd better run.
And if you ever come back, we'll kill you!
We'll kill you. Kill you. Kill you.
Aera, are we just gonna let these guys turn to stone?
Yeah.
It's so sad.
We can have nice statues to remind us of our victory.
Hey, can you like grimace a little more before you totally turn into stone? It's a little bit more intimidating.
stick a dagger
Hobgoblin
in
turns
it.
to stone. Goblin turns to stone.
Yay.
You're seeing him agony? Yeah, bird. It's like the bird song.
Like, run, yes, run. Good target practice.
I've never aimed at a moving target before.
Yeah, the goblin boss
I was in my
screaming and running away. Not in any particular direction, just away from you.
Let's see here.
See that nat 1.
You probably made him question. Runs back to his superior. Well,
He's
I did make
All
it.
right,
Yeah.
so that is your part of the army defeated. Do you want to go check on the other parts?
yeah. Let's go help.
and break.
So we're in the center.
Mm-hmm.
Can I sort of see how the fight's going elsewhere using my eagle eyes? Can I fly up a little bit?
Yeah. So you do kind of a quick look. The king seems to be doing pretty well, and so does the queen. Their guards, especially on the queen's side, she's keeping them energized and well off with her performances. She's constantly singing and healing as they just wade into battle with these things. Occasionally, she lets off a power cord, and a lightning bolt comes arcing out of
Nice.
her. Out of her.
I have a thing to shout after she checks on the king.
Gosh, man, this is so cool.
You see the king there.
Thank you.
Hey, Arranis, why can't you be cool like her?
I have the most
see-
confirmed kills here.
You see the king with his lightning blade just cutting through swaths of hobgoblins. Like, they charge at him, and he just hacks them down.
Are reinforcements necessary?
I was gonna shout out to Tic Tac Aera. Tic Tac, do you
No,
see
they
anything?
fine over there.
Do
How,
you
how,
see anything from further out in the plains?
What do your Aarakocra eyes see?
1d4 ancient black dragons.
Nice, cool.
Does she see anything coming from further out in the plains?
Not as far as you can tell.
Okay. That's the one side. How's the other side doing?
They're both doing great.
Oh, sorry,
they're
I thought the
both
king and
doing-
queen went together. Okay, cool. They're on either side. They're doing great. We can just go. Yeah.
Whichever, Throkk will go one way that a majority of the group doesn't go.
Yeah.
Just to spread things out. And
I'll go help the king. Since it sounded a little bit like
You're
they
flying out,
were
I'll fly with you.
flagging a little bit over there. Even though they're doing really well.
I'll hop.
He yells, "Bring a healer!"
Oh, Vernon's
Oh,
got.
I'm a healer!
Vernon!
Anybody want to fly?
I'm flying. I'm already.
Anybody else want to fly?
If I fly in the opposite direction, can I still fly? Or does the spell just
No,
Yeah.
there's a range. You have to stay within a certain range of him.
Ah.
Do you?
I think.
I don't think you
Is
do.
there a limit
No.
on concentration?
No, you don't.
No?
Do you have to like?
You're flying through 60 feet for the duration. Spell ends, the target falls if it is still aloft, unless it can stop the fall.
Okay.
That would be good.
Nothing range limited.
Okay. All right.
I'll zip over. To
Okay,
Queen.
well, I'm gonna cast fly. I'll boop. Throkk. I guess. Arranis and.
I'll go with I'll go the opposite direction with Throkk.
Oh yeah, I guess now everybody's flying. Yeah, I get Throkk, Arranis, and Illianor.
Right.
Okay.
And we dash.
All right. So you guys are gonna go help the king. I guess I'll go check on
You have up to 10 minutes.
Vernon, you're flying so slow.
I'm not a monk
Or a bird.
or a bird,
Or a bird monk.
We've
All
had
right,
this
so who's going to help the
conversation.
a bunk, if you will.
Vernon, Aera,
Merc.
and who else?
Them. Because
Alright,
they've got
just you
two
two go to the
melees
king?
and a healer between the two of them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So then Arranis, Illianor, and Throkk are going to help the queen?
Yep. The meat shield
Right.
and the casters.
All right. So you head off in your respective directions and help bring the battles to a swift and decisive end as you drive away the rest of the creatures.
Yay.
The king is actually doing pretty well for himself. And he ends up cutting down the goblin warlord that was leading the charge. And that is a good and then your assistance is a good rallying cry to push back the rest of the forces. As the rest of you arrive to assist the queen, she uses that to amplify and inspire the rest of the King's Guard, the Queen and the Queen's Guard.
The Queen and
to
Arranis have a
push
real
back
call.
the tides. The battlefield is littered with the bodies of goblins and ogres. The guards are injured. Several of the guards are injured. Thankfully, none of them seem to have perished in the battle.
Aera sort of sidles over and starts like picking through the pockets of one of the fallen hobgoblins.
All right.
Looking for shiny bits.
Recalling the king's table in the conference room, were the centaurs and horse lords all on their way to Zawaran's border, or were they already there?
They were on their way to Zawaran's border.
Seeing that they're all set and Throkk took literally 0 actual damage, he is going to, with what remains of his fly time, he's going to go full throttle to try to meet up with the horse lords.
Okay.
For now, in case they get into combat today.
Okay. They're like skirting the edge. So you'd have to like go very far to try to intercept them.
He made it sound like Zawaran was coming today also.
No, Zawaran's gonna they're marching up into Railden, but they won't be to Railden proper for a couple days.
Okay, in that case. Okay, I misunderstood. In that case, I'll just keep a vigilant watch on the outskirts of the battle to see if any shady individuals try to take advantage of the resting time, or the recuperation.
Yeah. So you're looking around, and eventually the queen says, "I'm not saying that was easy, but that didn't feel like..."
I know.
We should head back to the capital now.
Yes, we should. And instantly, everyone just starts running back towards the capital.
So,
Aera, you actually get to the castle first. I need you to make an investigation roll.
All right.
Ooh.
Oh!
Something's not right.
Uh-oh.
Things have been overturned.
Oh shit!
But it was the word.
Where's the air?
It was the Worthingtons!
Help!
The fucking Worthingtons!
Hey, help!
Make a perception check.
The Worthington's the most important.
I've got a passive perception of 26.
You hear a small child crying. Like, not
shit.
crying, but like,
Yeah.
like yowling.
Okay, I'm flying as fast as I can toward the sound of the noise.
All right. Vernon, you're the next person to arrive, and you see Aera dart down.
Aera, what's wrong?
There's a kid. Come here!
Prince?
And you burst into a room to see the king's son and a man clad in black with a blade in his hand. And
Zach, what the fuck are you doing?
He like turns around and throws the dagger at you.
Oh, sweet.
I'll try to catch that if it hits.
Let me a second.
Good.
Natural 20 for 300 points of piercing damage.
And then
Aera
sneak
shrivels
attack.
into a little
And then
raisin
add
and
sneak
crumbles into
attack for
dust.
another 20d6.
When he throws this dagger, I would like to cast a spell on him as soon as I'm able.
It does hit.
All right, I'll deflect.
Ooh, this is gonna be close.
Ah.
Ooh. Yeah. So you take 3 damage. That's after you deflected it. So you like go to like ping and it still catches you like in the shoulder.
God!
And are you immune to poison?
Yes,
I am.
Neat.
Yeah, you feel like you feel the poison, but it just doesn't seem to like take.
Guess what, buddy? You fucked with the wrong monk.
Okay.
Oh shit, it's the bulletproof monk!
Okay. Alright, before he can do anything else, I would like to do something.
Should just stuffed him into a demi-plane, but no! Can't do that to the prince!
Do I have time to cast a spell on him?
Yes.
And bonus action for stars.
Oh shit.
Arranis is
I don't
having
want this guy
PTSD.
doing anything to get the fuck away from here.
Wow.
What's the DC on that?
Fuck you.
Fuck, what is it?
What's your spell save DC?
Yeah, what's your spell
Spell
save?
save is 18.
Go.
Just 18? Okay. And I'm also going to be
Intelligence saving.
Eyes glaze over. And he like starts running. Like he runs to the corner and cowers.
Alright. And Aera, do you want to restrain him?
Okay, you check on the kid.
I'll get the prince.
Hit him until
It's the
stunning
prince,
strike
right?
paralyzes.
Yep.
Yeah. It's the prince. I go, hello there. It's alright. It's alright.
I'm gonna go grapple this guy.
And I'm gonna try to like lead the kid away, like for a safer location. I can make diplomacy if the kid needs to be calmed or anything.
I'm grappling the guy.
He like grabs onto you.
It's alright. It's alright. Here.
Yeah, you grapple the guy. He's just wild-eyed and just looking around like he doesn't know what the fuck is happening.
That's what you get.
Right, we're just gonna keep you safe until your father and mother come back. Alright? Alright?
And sure enough, they're the king and queen. The queen runs up, takes the child, cradles him. Oh, she just smothers him in love and kisses.
It was
Aera's like just crying tears of anger.
that.
Throkk walks over and just crushes the back of the collar of his plate armor and helps to hold him in place with Aera.
If you want information, I can remove this. What I've done to him. But if you don't, I understand as well.
He would probably not be able to give
The
us
king-
anything. Looking at it logically, he probably has some means to
Yeah,
prevent himself
probably.
from talking.
Probably.
The king sheathes his sword, goes over, and places his hand on the man's head. And there's a flash of light, and the wild-eyed look, the glazed look, disappears.
I'm good. I'm just gonna redouble my grapple.
Same.
We've checked him for like spell component pouches or focuses. Or
Yeah,
anything like
I'm
that,
sure
right?
we've done that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got a good grip on him anyways. You could have checked. Aera.
Get his mouth open. What exactly is humorous about this situation?
He starts frothing at the mouth.
Oh shit! Somebody get restoration in
The
him.
king grabs him by the throat, and there's another flash of light. He's like, "You're not dying on me, you bastard."
Oh, now I see what's funny.
And the king picks him up, has him pinned to the wall, and he's got one hand, and he looks him dead in the eye and goes, "Who sent you?" I'll never talk.
I look him in the eye to see if I get a reaction, and I say Blessic.
I'll look for a reaction as well.
Who?
Do I believe that?
Oh!
Yay.
Am I among the crowd?
You do eventually show up.
Hi.
Oh, hello.
Hi.
Hello, Arranis. Assassin.
Greetings.
Make him tell the truth.
He is telling the truth.
He's already telling the truth. I can't make him tell the
The
truth. He's
king
already doing
drops him, says something, and you all feel this. Tell me the truth.
it. Do I have to
Who
roll?
sent you?
Oh.
I'll grab him again, just to have him.
Yeah.
And he's just silent.
I plug his nose.
So, I'm gonna go over to him and
I
say,
film slideshows of my vacation to Corendon.
so here's how this works. You tell us now. You get to keep your fingers. You get to keep your toes. It doesn't hurt. You probably get put in prison, and they serve you decent food. You go and get a fair trial, and then you see what happens after that.
I'm very good at pinching digits off.
Or we take you out behind a barn, and I whistle very loudly. I'm a bard. I can do that. And we leave you alone with the half-orc.
There will be no need for that, Lord Arranis.
Ooh. I'm going to suggest to him that he complies with us and tells us who sent him.
Compulsion! Compulsion.
Is some save?
Actually going to leave him with Throkk. Well, I was going to leave him with Throkk, but Throkk actually wouldn't take his fingers off.
Mm-hmm.
I would start with the toes.
Yeah.
I see, a footman.
Most people talk after the first 3 toes.
Yep, he fails
You'd
that
really take his
save.
toes. You'd really take his toes off.
The mistress sent me.
So I haven't answered that question of should we wait on this flying fortress?
It was always a yes, at
Yeah.
least in my opinion.
So
Yeah.
the
Me
king
before.
grabs him, drags him, throws him to his knees, and pulls out his sword.
Mm-hmm.
I have a suggestion.
Say all the spell.
Venice.
You are charged with high treason, an attempted assassination of the royal heir. How do you plead? How do you plead? The man looks and says, guilty.
He's under like 2 effects.
Yeah.
He's under a zone of truth and a suggestion.
I was gonna charm him next.
Then you
Stack up.
are hereby sentenced to death. Do you have any final words? The man simply gives this bone-chilling laugh and says, "Long live the mistress."
Mm.
And with a flash of light, his head falls from his shoulders as the king's blade passes through him.
Oof.
Knowing he works for the masters and therefore the mistress, oh well, obviously the mistress, but the masters he's in cahoots with, can we also hear a sickening crunch as a maul crushes what remains of the body?
Mm-hmm.
And with that, the king grabs Arranis by the arm and hauls him into the next room.
Okay. Bye, Arranis.
I dimension door into the next room.
Actually, no. For once, Aera's not going to try to listen in. There are some things that should be private.
Throkk tries.
Throkk!
Shut up. Stop.
Mm.
I'll just set up a listening clairvoyance sensor in there.
Fine, I go and sit down.
Let them have their... Who's casting clairvoyance?
I get it once per day as a ritual.
Hate all of you.
Amazing. I'm so fucking glad I took Feeble Mind! Ah!
So good.
It's gonna be great.
Oh, that was great. I was like, this fucker ain't like teleporting out or any bullshit like that. Like, because I was waiting, I was like, this is prime for a. He looks at you, he throws a knife, and then he disappears. Like, no, fucker, you're staying here with us.
Oh,
We're not locked in here with you.
You're locked in here.
You're locked in here with us.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm so proud of you.
Oh.
Mmm.
That's...
Mwah.
Oh, cute.
You're cute. Aera's gonna start whittling.
I'm actually impressed with my spell slot management.
And that's about all she does. She's making toothpicks. She doesn't even have teeth. She's just nervously making toothpicks.
You should invent a beak pick.
The one.
She just did.
In case there gets stuff stuck on like the tip of it.
Oh, in the little air holes.
Okay.
Overzealous with your food intake.
Right. Which one was it?
Oh,
I'm just
No,
so
it's not.
sad that ogre didn't get to burn more. I wanted him to be reduced to ashes.
Well, I think technically your damage would have happened first.
It's at the end
And
of...
then the ashes would have turned to stone.
uh-uh.
Oh no, that guy got like blasted by a bunch of damage right there.
Oh, did he get melted?
Yeah.
I thought he was the one that got
I know it was one.
starting to banish.
No, that was one of the goblins.
No.
Or it might have been. That happened like a couple of times.
sorry, I'm trying to find 1 minute.
Of course.
Question: how long was that conversation?
Oh, they're back.
It was real time,
How long was that?
30 seconds.
like 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
2 minutes? Okay, never mind.
3 minutes.
I'm sorry.
Whoa, hey.
Hold on.
Magic.
So the king
I assume we've been charged to kill the mistress.
We're in
Would be the
charge
first
of keeping the city safe for a night.
Oh,
That'd be the first time we were charged
Well,
to
that's
kill a
easy.
dragon.
I must address the people. I must attend to my family.
Dude, I totally understand.
I do have one question. Did you know this man? Was he a person of Railton?
More on that later.
And with that, the king says, "I make my leave of you. Thank you all for your tireless efforts." And he strides out to go and address his people.
Jeez, I never want to be a king.
So, here's the deal. Upper advisor of the king.
ooh.
One of the advisors of the king.
Ooh.
Holy shit!
That's who that was?
Well then.
Yep. So, we are in charge of making sure the lowest number of people die that are possible, while the king takes care of the family for a little bit. We're
Yeah.
babysitting the city.
Okay.
Alright.
Or how long is this stint?
No.
The night.
Oh, just the night. Okay,
Just enough for, bedtime stories and
gotcha,
Mm.
gotcha.
letting
That's fine. I
him-
don't sleep anyway.
So I'm going to go and I'm going to speak with captains and I'm going to make sure that we're doing routines to make sure everyone is in doppelganger mode level alpha, where they all have code words and they're looking for signs of someone being charmed, all that kind of stuff.
Yep.
I'll keep an eye out. I'll listen for people skulking around and, see if anybody's acting off.
Yeah, and if we find anyone that's off, that'll be good.
Yeah,
If we know somebody who knows the layout, or if we can find somebody who seems to be trusted by the king, that knows what would be the least likely way for someone to enter the castle, as in if it's a secret passage out, why would somebody know how to get in? I'm going to stand guard at that location, just in case.
Aera, can you examine the guards and the people who are letting other people into the city and make sure that there's no foul motives?
I mean, I'm not very good at detecting magic sorts of things, but I can sort of see if anybody's got a glazed look in their eye or something like that.
Should we just close the city for the night?
Well, it is closed for the night, but there's the people who are guarding the walls. The people who could conceivably get someone in, if that makes sense.
Yeah, just send him
Yeah.
over to me and I'll just give him a good,
Take Illianor with you.
piercing glance.
Okay.
Between the two of you, you should be able to scour.
Sure.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Burn, then
I'll keep notes for what Vernon's supposed to do.
Yeah.
I was gonna take Vernon with me to go expect the rest of the
Vernon also
noble-
gives a little coin to the prince
Oh.
that has light cast on it.
Oh.
Just something to make it a little bit nicer.
Oh.
Throkk, do what you do.
I'm gonna go look for a secret passage and stand next to it.
Vernon and I are going to go inspect the nobility.
Vernon adjusts his thinking cap and sort of looks even more pompous than usual. Yes, the nobility.
And we will... And we will do our job, and we'll see what we can do to make sure your family has a difficult time. Are there any valuable assets that are at risk in, say, a court case coming up?
Yeah,
question.
Give me a diplomacy or a persuasion.
Because we've established that I am fairly familiar with the Worthingtons.
Yeah.
And I don't know anything very recent, but I do know the general history, right?
Yeah.
You
give me just a general persuasion to kind of grill every single noble.
Okay.
Presumably with advantage, because
Yeah.
Vernon is helping.
Yeah, how do I roll stuff? I roll stuff by going over here, then I click
And
here.
you take a couple of the King's Guard with you. You go through, thoroughly grill every other noble house.
Barbecue.
You rake everyone in the castle over the coals.
I'm probably not making friends today.
No,
I mean,
but
you
you
didn't
are
last time
in
you were here
fact
either, so.
turning up a handful of people who
Oh.
have been working at the palace for various amounts of time. And through your lines of inquiry, you're able to bring together about 4 people in total.
Vernon, we have 4 people to keep around and interrogate further.
Yes, 4. Well, I sure hope you are all excited about keeping all of your fingers and toes.
One sec.
That's a little too much Krissa for me.
Did anybody, Zach, did you try to use primeval awareness to sense if beasts or fiends were in the area before the fight started?
No.
Damn. You would have at least had a vague idea of what you were going up against.
Takes the fun out of it. I like surprises.
Practice is cautious.
All right, so you and Arranis went to go question the nobility, etc. You found 4 people to interrogate. So,
But they're people from within the.
they're people from
the
within.
castle.
Yeah.
Not.
Are there any nobles?
Oh, I don't know. Mike didn't say that.
Oh, he got up and left. Damn it.
Aha. What was
What?
I thought I saw like some weird dot of light moving across my screen.
Aliens.
It's the Worthingtons.
Blasting off again.
Okay. So, give me another persuasion check to rake these people over the coals a little bit further. See if you can extract anything from them.
Okay.
Eating.
And Vernon's still helping?
Yep.
Still helping.
The King's
That
Guard do not help
tasty
you with
19.
this part.
That tasty 19.
So who are we looking at in terms of our four lovely bachelors here?
There was a noble. One of them was a merchant. One of them was a guild member, and one of them was a guard.
Okay, so there's no Von Worthingtons to make this. But
No.
awkwardly interesting?
No.
Okay. We'll make things awkwardly interesting another time, Vernon.
Yes.
Oh.
You frill them over the series of a couple days.
Oh, I get my spell slots back. That's what I heard.
Yeah,
Yep.
this takes a couple days as you put them in separate places, you interrogate them routinely, and eventually you're able to get some information out of them.
Okay.
Oh, I'm prisoner's dilemma. I'm doing the prisoner's dilemma on all of them.
The friend's already ran out. If you give us something, blah blah.
We can reduce your sentence to hard labor, or we can just, or the head comes off the shoulders. Stuff. But you have to give us more.
Yeah.
Eventually, this is what you manage to get from them. This has been planned for years. This was an effort by the Masters to basically take down the nation that could oppose them the most.
Masters being.
The Masters are a series of slave masters.
Right, they came out just before you joined.
Yeah. The Masters are a series of slave masters headed up by the Blue Draco Lich known only as the Mistress. Cornin is essentially in shambles. Minist has a whole bunch of infighting going on. Zawarin is
No.
just a mess. Railden is the only place that could ever put up a strong fight against a full-on invasion by the Masters. So this was meant to be a coordinated attack that would strike at them. Like, basically shake them to their core, leave them open to another attack, and just wipe them out.
So would the independence of Zawarin have been a move in that?
Yes.
Okay.
The plot thickens.
Mm-hmm.
But they all basically come back to the idea of you were not supposed to be here.
Mm-hmm.
Where were we supposed to be?
Building a
Somewhere
magical
else.
fortress. It was all part of our plan.
You were supposed to be in River's Keep. You were supposed to be anywhere but in Railden proper.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Can I figure out what went wrong in their plan?
Us.
What? Yes, but I mean, what was part of the plan that kept us out of it? Right? That we ended up there anyway. What went wrong in their plan? How were they planning to keep us there?
They were going to send a minor force to go attack River's Keep. Or you were supposed to be drawn to River's Keep by the incoming undead army.
We almost did, though.
Vernon's patron is there with her forest. She can probably help them out.
Yeah. Good. Haven't really spoken to my patron much. So good now.
Yeah, no, you guys were not supposed to be in Railden proper. You guys were supposed to go fight the army of undead.
And that's why they're amassing the border. We were supposed to hear about that first. Luckily, we had that
we have absolutely we were just happened to be there. There was nothing at all that indicated that we were going to be there at all. It was by happenstance that we were on a shopping trip and happened to arrive.
Yep, happenstance.
Hmm.
It was just unfortunate timing. And I look at everyone to make sure that it's just gotten through.
Oh, this is the song.
Fortune smiled on us.
Oh. Yeah.
Fortune smiled on us.
Wink. That'd be a deception.
But wait, are we saying this why these people are in
Yes.
the room with us?
Yes.
Or are we just
No,
talking as the
lucky.
group?
No,
Very
I'm making sure that we're all on the same page when we're in
Lucky.
public.
Very lucky.
So, is there anybody anyone that I'm getting more information from?
You're getting the most information from the noble, who stands to lose the most from this.
It's an odd trick of fate. The lowly bard rises to nobility, and a member of the noble class falls so low to treason. So, anything else you'd like to say to get you off the chopping block? Or to keep your lineage with any amount of your current assets?
Or to, keep the ability to continue making your lineage.
These don't have to happen in that order.
We have high level.
They all agree to
magic.
face their. Well, the guard says basically something along the lines of "fuck you, I don't care."
Well, yeah, I know that the three of them are probably not going to give me more, but the noble, on the other hand,
Noble has lots to
The
lose.
noble is begging and pleading not to be put on the chopping block.
yeah. So like
What you
And,
got?
between Vernon and I, we could screw those screws pretty fucking tight.
Oh yeah. He is like my family is in horrible debt and like just feeding you all these lines.
What was that about a chopping block?
Mm.
So how much of this is true?
A good amount of it is true. Some of it's been played up for exaggeration.
He's not actually in debt.
So
Hmm.
I'm going to tell you this once. We have a tendency, when we get this far into an investigation, to not ask questions we don't know the answer to. So this isn't so much an exercise as getting in for more information, so much as deciding how severe the punishment needs to be.
We talk about there's a whole about this.
Yeah.
and Throkk is
The
gonna
guillotine.
be sharpening his
Guillotine, it's the size of the hole.
Yep. You just see, like, etched into the
So-
wood of the guillotine, the Emasculator 9000.
With the fact that I'm pressing him really hard, do I get anything else?
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Please don't ruin my family's name.
What is the family name?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Vaughn Worthington.
Uh,
You're gonna laugh.
Yeah.
Radrun.
I put a hand on Arranis' shoulder. It's like,
The Redruns are still alive?
They know how to reproduce.
Huh.
not for long.
Weird.
So So where in the lineage is this guy? Is this guy?
Like, great nephew of.
Your old buddy.
I knew your great uncle.
He was
Oh,
a good man, and you killed him.
And now there's shitty men in his place.
Well, if you have heard the word on the streets, he was a terrible man who died of a sad illness.
Tragedy.
I've heard word on the streets that you threatened the head of the Bard College that you have been thrown out of.
Wow.
I heard he had a shitty constitution.
See, the difference between you and me is I was actually there. And you can have whatever narrative that you think is going to make you nice on your way to the gallows. I'd rather not have 2 points on my graph for where the Red Run family is heading. But alas, you've put me into a very, very rough position.
I shall have a noble death, I suppose. Unlike you.
Oh no, he's a noble. You're going to be stripped of your title.
Uh-huh.
At least let me die with my nobility intact.
Why would you do that?
I'm just
I-
taking
I
out-
can't make any promises.
You know what? Because of the unfortunate incident that befell your great uncle, I am willing to grant such a boon, but I need a little bit more.
Fine. And he like rips open his shirt. Take me! Ravage me then!
No, more information, more information.
God.
I didn't ask for your dignity, but now I apparently have it. I was going to let you keep that, but you just threw it away. So would you like to try again?
Wow.
Yeah, but I won't let him have this. And I take, like, if he's wearing a necklace, I just take it.
What? It's
Oh.
my phylactery. I mean,
Grace likes gold.
And his shoes. Take his shoes.
No, just one shoe specifically, his right shoe.
Yes, just his right
He says,
shoe.
I don't have anything else. I've never actually met her. I've only ever met her handler.
Who is?
Who is?
Why is?
FantasyNameGenerator.com.
I never knew her name.
A lift. That is all I've ever known the man as. A lift.
a lift.
A lift.
A lift.
What do you look like?
I mean, presumably like a lift.
Is that like
Like that
Yep.
tensor floating disc thing. Oh no, wait,
Tan
that's
skin, thick graying hair, strips of white, goatee. He has a cane.
how's that spelled? Like ELIF or
ALIF.
ALIF?
Do we recognize that description?
Yes, you do.
Ooh.
The
As
human.
Well, that's the assistant to the mistress that you've heard of.
oh, okay.
No.
That was gonna be like the.
So, can you arrange a meeting?
I suppose I can try.
So here's the deal. Here's the deal. If you could arrange a meeting and barring the solution, barring the meeting has to turn up new information. Any ambush, any something like that, the deal's off. That's step one. Fair? I think it's fair.
All right.
In reward for such an occasion recurring, you will not be executed. We will instead give you a small plot of land to disappear to. We'll give you a new name. We'll give you what you need to get started. And you will go by yourself. Your family can keep their title. They can keep their assets, and we will see what we can do about the debt, but there is no promises.
Arranis, can I make a suggestion as to the location of the plot of land?
Are you suggesting the border? The
No.
first place that would be run over should this go through the flat?
I think that's an excellent suggestion.
I only if he doesn't want to go where I'm going to suggest.
Oh.
Would you like? How would you like to break ground on the site of Barton Nazura? By the realm of the Horse Lords, gets you away from the city.
Okay. All right. So
Lord Redrunt. I finally had a good encounter with someone from your house. You have my thanks.
thank you. So the next morning, when you go to ask him about the arranging the meeting,
Yep.
you find he is dead in his prison cell,
Wow.
as are all the other people. that
Where are
you
the
interviewed,
guards?
As are the guards.
Oh fuck.
As are the entire Red Run family.
Damn.
Holy crap.
As is the entire guild that the merchant came from.
They're nothing if not thorough.
I would like to inspect the bodies for cause of death.
Damn. I was gonna have him.
Oh
break
no,
ground
we're gonna
and
have
capture
another
the
fucking murder
I've
mystery.
been-
Ah!
As long as there's no court case, we'll be fine.
They're dead.
Stab wounds. And on each body, you find a note that says, "The masters always pay their debts."
Oh, fuck you. That's my line. That's the reverse. That's the reverse of my line.
And yet they
The
took
master
my
son.
glaive.
Oh my gosh.
The masters send their debts. No, wait, no.
Send their debts.
The seven
The
daggers
master-
appreciate
the
your
masters
donation.
give their regards, no wait.
And that is where we will end it tonight.
Mother.
Before
Son of a bitch.
before we end, could I have done a legend lore in those days to on the mistress?
Yes.
Okay. I'll just take that out of my bag then. Okay. Did that yield any
It should be
information?
mentioned, by the way, that the guards were doubled up in the royal palace, not so much in the jails where everyone else was keeping. Everyone else was being kept.
Yeah.
So casualties were minimum.
Dang.
Casualties were minimum. Oh, hey, all the guild is dead.
I mean, yeah, compared to what could have been though.
You get the feeling that the guild and the Red Rum family were just more of a "don't fuck with us."
Those are still
Yeah.
casualties in my book.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's wow.
Arranis, Illianor, you're smart.
Mm.
How attached do you think blue dragons are to their spawn?
I would imagine quite a bit. They're evil, not monsters.
Yeah.
My dragon pipes are made from the last blue dragon we fought.
I well aware. Oh,
I would like to. No. Did my legend lore
I would
yield?
like to rage.
Yeah. I
Did
would.
his legend lore reveal anything?
Yeah.
Mike?
Oh.
Blue dragon known as the mistress is what I'm defining this creature as.
Using the dragon pipes.
No. He's well, no. He's
Can you use them as a focus to improve the information provided by Legend Lore? I know it's for like scrying and stuff, but like
only if you can guarantee that it doesn't make my dragon pipes disappear forever or lose
It will
their
not
magic.
make your dragon pipes disappear.
Yeah, this
Does
doesn't
it
consume
lose their
anything except for the
potency?
incense.
So, Throkk, Like you start playing the dragon pipes, and instead of sounding like bagpipes, they sound like it actually sounds like a kazoo. But it's the hold on, I gotta find it. Because there's something that I have in mind.
I play it during the last minute of his, or just as he finishes his casting, because I'm transported to the astral plane for a minute. For a round afterwards.
Why would you do that?
I played it. I had to roll on the wild magic table.
That doesn't answer my question.
Huh.
Oh, hey, while you're there, get me a tuning fork.
Let-
Oh. What's this? What's this, Jim?
You know what it is.
Yes.
I'm particularly
It's
thinking about the
what,
last
it's
10
what I was
seconds.
singing.
I'm particularly thinking about the last 10 seconds.
All right, come on, computer, work with me here.
Pulling up your details.
I'm pulling up something just for shits and giggles here.
Now, what upset me most about that guy dying is that he was going to break ground and start rebuilding the land around Barton Azora, where my village was. So I was going to have free labor rebuilding my city, or my town.
Are there any oddities among the dead, and that is to say, there's people who were not among them that are dead as well, like thieves that were killed in the scuffle?
No. It was quick, clean.
Oh no! Oh no, Mike! Mike, no!
What did you do, like Papa Roach Last Resort or something?
Oh my god.
I'm gonna hit you in about 10 seconds.
That's what it sounds like.
Why?
Jim will remember this later.
I can't believe
Something man, like a kazoo.
Yeah, as he's playing his fucking dragon pipes, that's what it sounds like. Is this kazoos?
This hurts.
And as he's playing his dragon pipes, smoke starts billowing out of the pipes, and they
That's
form
curious.
into the shape of a dragon.
Yes.
And you see the dragon. I'm just listening to the shit in the background.
Pause it, Mike.
Okay, I'm gonna put it back on. As a backup
Okay.
for this freaking scene.
God, okay. So it forms into, it's kind of mixing with the incense, and you see the dragon, and you see that man over
That man what?
potion to the dragon.
I didn't catch any of that. You cut out.
Oh, okay. So you see the smoke billowing out of the dragon pipes.
Yep.
And mixing with the smoke from the incense. And it turns into the form of the blue dragon before it became the Dracolich. And Alif, the man that was mentioned, hands it a potion, and it drinks it and dies. And you see that he's wearing a necklace with a gem, and the gem flashes with light, and he takes the necklace off and he presses it into the dragon's body, and the dragon comes back to life. And you can tell now that the spirit has passed back into the body of the dragon. He puts the necklace back on, and you see her watching from a distance over so many things. You see her in the back as the armies are marching into Railden. You see her in the distance as the undead army is threatening to. The undead army actually overruns the holy cities, and then before that, their failed attempt to overrun the holy cities as well. You see her planning all these different things, coordinating and pulling the strings. You even see that she was the one that sent the razor whips to Montriarch.
Zed remembers this. She's dead now.
You see her finally. You see an obscure spot in the middle of the desert. And you recognize it, at least Arranis, Throkk, and Aera recognize it. It is a stone's throw away from where the temple was, where you found the sun, the orb of the sun.
Oh.
Well, damn.
We could have had her then.
No, we couldn't.
No, we could not have.
Freaking died.
We would have
You
done.
also see
So dead.
her conversing. Last thing you see is her conversing with the Mummy Lord.
Mm.
And they're overlooking a massive army of undead. You also see in the background them, a group of undead mages casting a spell on a pile of bones, and it begins to the wind begins to pick up and swirl, and actually is carrying the bones as if the bones themselves had become an undead cyclone.
Oh yeah, the bone tornado.
Well,
Can
That'll be fun.
I have my tornado
Bone.
boneless?
Boneless.
It's a bonado.
Bonado.
This summer, coming to a theater near
This
you.
summer. In a world
All right.
where
I don't know that you can show that in theaters.
Depends on what theaters.
Meanwhile, he's playing his kazoo, and finally it just pops away for a minute, and the kazoo's still going on in the background.
Well, I say,
The fucking kazoos.
well, Arranis, we now know where we're going, what we're looking for,
how to get there.
and how to get there.
So we need a couple different pieces. We either need a goth paladin or a racist dwarf.
Acapella.
Oh my god.
And now that I've ruined the tone for Mike,
You say a Gothapelica.
no, I said we need a goth paladin.
Oh, Mike.
No, what? Don't worry about it.
I will give you this. you will need is Zed.
Okay.
And then Throkk reappears. He's like, "Do I need to go again?" And Dit's ready to blow into the dragon pipes again.
No, we're good. We're good.
And
Okay,
then we
Where
need
did
to,
you go?
And then we need to assemble them, and then death. However, do we know how to destroy a phylactery?
Yeah.
Punch it?
Yeah, you said that if we shunted it into a different plane, then the spirit wouldn't be able to return to it.
Oh, right.
Well, we don't know how to destroy it, but we know
Right, but
how
it
to
has to
prevent
happen
the soul.
Well, you can take it to another plane.
That
What if we killed her and then we threw it into a different plate?
no, doesn't work in that order.
But didn't you say that the thing with the long name has to touch another dead dragon?
Yes.
Yes.
So if we
Whenever.
had it
Anytime.
and then she attacked us before we could do that, and then we killed her, then we threw it in there. It's the same thing. Plus, her soul is stuck, right?
Except it's stuck, not gone.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And it
So
could
we're not
be found again.
So we're
Right.
not. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I
That might work.
feel like we have a couple of options for putting it in a different plane. So there's...
Oh yes, that's trivial at this point.
Okay.
I have a thought.
Oh no.
If we find a evil smaller dragon, like say a child, we could kill the dragon. Oh, don't look at me like that. You killed a blue dragon,
It attacked us.
and we're going to be attacked We're going to be attacked again,
So you want to put the big bad dragon in the body of a tiny dragon?
and then we send it to another plane, and then we take care of that.
Oh, and
Jeez.
everyone gains 1,600 experience.
Hey.
They get around 2,000 because of
Because math.
role playing.
And Tic Tac is still 5,000 ahead of the rest of us.
What's the point for next
Is
one?
it just 500?
Red fired because she stole a load of fired.